I happily sit on the floor of my bathroom folding laundry. The radiant heat floor that took 4 months of my husband's, I promise it will only take 2 months of the 9-month bathroom remodel, warms my bones on this very Wisconsin-esque April morning. The giggles of my 2 children that will soon turn into cackles fills the air. Their love for each other is evident as Xavier passes his coveted swimming turtle to Scarlett, and she squeals, "Thank you," in response while kissing him on the head. They carefully splash each other back and forth. As I lovingly crease his and her pants into neat squares, I pick up evidence of Xavier's most recent triumph: underwear. No, these are no ordinary unders. These are the undergarments that I begged and pleaded for as a child. Sadly, they had not been created yet. Joyously for my son, he does not have to be deprived. Some genius of textile design finally created SuperGrover underpants. With great care, I pick them up and smile at their tiny 3T size. How could a tushy be so small? How is it possible that Xavier is old enough to wear underwear? Wasn't it yesterday that he started solid foods? Well, perhaps if yesterday was 2.5 years ago. I set the SuperGrover garment on the pile and peer into the empty yet-to-be-folded pile and see Elmo's face grinning up at me. Of course, Elmo. 4 of the 6 pairs of underwear in the Sesame Street package are of the red monster that is taking over the world. I shake my head and think of more ideas for my yet-to-be-written master's thesis proving that Elmo is single-handedly dumbing down the youth of America. However, I suppose it comes down to a generational bias. As a child watching Sesame Street, the humans were the main focus. Sure, we all loved Cookie and Big Bird and Oscar and Bert and Ernie, and who could forget Grover, but the majority of our knowledge came from Luis, Maria, Gordon, and Bob. Now the show depends on a 3-year-old red monster and his sidekick, Mr. Noodle, to mold the brains of our impressionable youth. As I am pondering ways to connect Elmo to our nation's math skills falling behind nearly all of civilized society, Xavier interrupts my thoughts. "Mom," Xavier asks, "what is my penis attached to?" My mind goes reeling. What, honey?" I ask. "My penis," he ponders. "What's it attached to?" Your body," I sputter out. He squints his eyes like he's wondering what's wrong with me. "Yeah, I know, but what are these things?" he asks as he cups his wee testicles in his hands. I ponder for a mere second. What do I say? If I tell him the anatomical name, he'll be running around at playgroup telling everyone about his genitals, like he did when he learned the word penis. Who could forget 2 solid months of, "I have a little penis and my daddy has a very big penis." Plus the proud smile on my husband's face. Think quickly. If I wait too long to answer, he'll think something's wrong. I don't want him to have a complex about his body or be afraid to ask me questions. "Those are your testicles, honey," I say, smiling at him. There, I said it. Good. Conversation's over. Score 1, Mom. Then he hits me up again. "What are testicles?" I skip a beat and then quickly answer, "They're part of your genitalia." "Oh." I know this "oh." It means that his gears are turning and he's preparing for the remainder of his cross-examination. Wait for it. "Mom, what are testicles for? I mean, what do they do?" Where do I go with this? At 3, I don't really think he's ready for the talk yet. Do I explain the male reproductive system? Do I lie and say they just hang there? No. Open communication is a must. Do I tell him about sperm? No, that's just going to freak him out. I'm taking way too long. His child danger gauge is going to pick up on this. Quick. Answer something. Say anything. Come on. Who are you kidding? You're already the weird mom at playgroup. Will it make a difference that your son knows one more word that makes Puritans cringe? Xavier, someday, if you choose to have a baby, your testicles will help you do that. Nice. Good one, Mom. And then the follow-up. He looks down at his sister in the bathtub and then up at me. Do you and Lola have testicles? Kind of, honey. Lola and I have ovaries, which are on the inside. And Daddy and I have testicles on the outside, he said proudly. Yep, honey, that's correct. Feeling pretty high on myself, I began to wonder why any parent would hide information from their children. Just be honest, that's all our children want anyway. I feel that way until playgroup that afternoon. As I sit down, the other mothers and are discussing gluten and dairy-free diets, I suddenly hear my sweet boy yelling clearly across the playground, "My mommy has testicles in her tummy." Score one, Xavier. I wonder what SuperGrover would do in this situation. Who am I kidding? He'd probably go and ask the all-knowing and all-powerful Elmo, who would then turn and ask his goldfish Dorothy.